All right, let's dive into a really dense modern parable. It's all about struggle, the very nature of reality, and what it actually means to overcome apathy. This is the story of the broken hourglass and the violet ash. And the story kicks off with this incredibly powerful image, right? You've got a city that's celebrating on the outside, but on the inside, it's just rotting away. This one line just sets this grim, totally paradoxical stage for everything that's about to happen. So let's get right to the core problem facing Naples. And you got to understand, this wasn't a physical plague or anything like that. No, this was a profound, deeply unsettling spiritual sickness. The threat here is, well, it's fascinating. It's called the mist of Atman-Nol, and it isn't some physical poison. It's described as a semiotic veil, which basically means it attacks meaning itself. It consumes a person's telos, their fundamental purpose, their reason for being. And this mist, it leads to a state called the silence of the clot. The definition is just chilling, the violent relief of apathy. So people aren't just giving up, they are actively choosing inaction because the struggle of life itself has become too much to bear. It's a willing surrender to just nothingness. And this right here perfectly illustrates the city's paralysis. You have its most potent symbol of miracles, the blood of Saint Januarius, and it's become this inert, dry, black stone, a glass coffin. It's like an anchor holding all of reality in a state where nothing can move, and because of that, nothing can hurt. But into this complete stagnation, two figures arrive to intervene. They get it. You can't fight a mist by trying to grab it, you've got to burn it away. Their whole plan is to defeat the stop with the flow. So who are these interventionists? Well, first we have Der Welle, the Red Architect, a figure who represents pure will. And then there's Donner, the sovereign heaven stormer, who embodies this decisive cosmic power. You put them together, and you've got this incredibly potent combination of an idea and the action to make it real. Now, the core of their plan is this single epic mythic act. Donar uses his hammer, Mjolnir, not for war, but like a conductor's baton. He strikes the volcanic stone of Mount Vesuvius, creating what's called a thermal catalyst. And this isn't just a physical impact. It's this deep, resonant vibration designed to shock the Earth itself out of its apathy and remind it of its own will to exist. So what's the result? Well, the strike doesn't cause some normal eruption. Oh no, it unleashes something way, way more profound. Instead of magma, Vesuvius erupts with violet gamma radiation. The text calls this the raw energy of the Übermensch, or the Overman. It's a physical manifestation of supreme will, something called ecstatic reason. We're basically talking about an idea itself, erupting from a volcano. And the results are immediate, and they are absolute. The glass coffin shatters into a million pieces. The saint's blood instantly liquefies and starts boiling with renewed life. And that mist of Atman-Nol, the very source of the city's despair, it's just vaporized in a scream. By all accounts, this is total and complete victory. But just as Der Will is about to declare the city saved, the story takes this sharp, really sinister turn. Victory is stolen, right, at the last possible second. Out of the smoke and the ash steps a new figure, the clocksmith, and his words are just chilling. He's not here to stop the eruption, he's here to accelerate it, to push it way past salvation and straight into damnation. He's here to burn the meat. So what does he do? He performs what the story calls ecstatic mechanics. He takes the power, that's the violet ash, a form of active creative will, and he fuses it with the evaporating mist, which is the nothing, a symbol of passive, destructive apathy. He literally combines creation and annihilation into this horrifying, paradoxical thing. And from this perverse synthesis, these monstrous creatures are born, 4 blight gargoyles. They have bodies made of solid volcanic stone, but they're animated by the hollow, purposeless hunger of the mist. This isn't the new order Der Wille wanted, this is the rot of chaos. So this creation, it builds a new, terrifying reality for Naples. The stagnant piece of what the story called the Iron Heaven is gone, and it's been replaced by something far, far worse. The cure has become a new, much louder disease. The silence has been broken, sure, but it's been replaced by screams. The city is no longer dying quietly. It's now being torn apart in this violent, chaotic war zone. And in the face of this stolen victory, this new nightmare, born from his own actions, what does Der Wille do? Does he retreat? Does he despair? No. He plants his scythe in the burning earth and he shouts this one defiant phrase. That cry, da capo, it means once more, and it's a direct expression of amor fati, the love of one's fate. This is the ultimate yes to life, and not just the good parts, but the struggle, the horror, all of it. It's about affirming your life so completely that you would be willing to live it again and again forever. So, what's the central message of this whole parable? What does it all mean? Let's break down the final takeaway. Ultimately, the parable is a story about eternal recurrence. And the crucial point is that struggle isn't a problem to be solved just one time. D'Urville's victory over stagnation, over the mist, doesn't lead to peace. It simply gives birth to a new struggle, a new war against the chaos that the clocksmith unleashes. And this just illustrates that final takeaway perfectly. Life doesn't reach some neat and tidy conclusion. The clot of apathy is broken, sure, but now the blood of life is flowing with this new, violent speed. The challenge just changes its form. The music of existence starts over, only this time the tempo is faster and the volume is much, much louder. And that leaves us with this final, provocative question to think about. When you look at your own struggles, your own victories that just led to new battles, what part of that cycle, what part of your own fate is so essential to who you are that you could look at it and with all of your will shout, da capo, once more, forever?